8 out of 10 cats. With the paternity test results, Trisha Goddard. He's back. It's Lee Mack. And their captain, Dave Spikey. And facing them tonight, done rambling, it's Janet Porter. From Mack Paddy, Patrick McGuinness. And their captain, Sean Locke. Get overly excited for your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 20% of Manchester's inner-city school kids have witnessed a violent crime? 80% ain't saying nothing till they've seen their brief. 1/3 of husbands would let their wives sleep with another man for £1 million. £1 million? For half that, I'll put on a wig and do it myself. 13% of Americans believe some parts of the moon are actually made of cheese. If you think that's scary, you don't want to know what President Bush thinks about the city of Philadelphia. Let's get started. What's the poll? That's the name of our first round. I'm going to show you 5 people who are all popular answers on the same poll. All our panellists have to do is tell me, what's the poll? Here is your first person.
Yes! Yes! Oh, yes!
Jeremy Clarkson, of course. He looks a lot older than he is. Incredibly, he's gone from 0 to 60 in 45 years. What poll do you think he might have appeared on?
Ugliest men in the world you wouldn't shag even if they were left on a desert island with you.
I was just going to say that.
Can you imagine him in bed?
I'd suck him off.
Somebody you'd most like to hit with a cricket bat. I say cricket bat, that's my weapon of choice. Pick your own weapon, isn't it? Obviously, really.
I think it might be just something with... Jeremy Clarkson is known... He's got a very long Biffin's Bridge, hasn't he? Beg your pardon? What's it? Biffin's Bridge. Stand up.
Right.
Right, because you've got quite a long one. You have your trousers up.
I've got quite a long one. Thanks, Sean.
He's just pulled his trousers
Yeah.
up.
Top of your trousers.
Yeah.
Right, then get your other finger and go down. Like that. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going, keep going. That's back there, there. That's
Yeah.
your Biffin's Bridge. Now, take your hand away. That's how long your Biffin's Bridge is.
Why is it called a
It's
Biffin's
not your
Bridge?
Biffin's Bridge.
Ladies. Let's move... OK, so Jeremy Clarkson, we're not quite sure.
The thing is, no one understands the words he's on about. If you watch it, everyone's just completely confused. He says things like, if I said to you, shit-at for tango, you'd probably say excessively keen, overly keen, knocking valves. You know, and everyone just goes, no, I wouldn't. I'd say, has it got a cup holder and will it make birds touch me cock?
OK, let's have a look at the next person on the poll.
Hip-hop and rap should be open to anybody, and that's like half of my challenge, you know. I don't see... Everyone's like, you can't do this, and I'm like, well, I don't see why not. Don't strike a pose, let's not doze, Bo don't care anywhere, get that on the cover. I'm telling you, brother, take a dagger and die.
That was Victoria Aitken with her attempt at a rap career to illustrate posh people. So, Jeremy Clarkson and posh people, what poll do you think they might have appeared on?
Is it people who know how to use a bidet? No, my mum, a couple of years ago, my mum got a new bathroom in and she said to me, Dad, I've just paid £100 extra for one of them things that you wash your bottom with. And he said, you paid £100 for a flannel.
Is it people you never get tired of kicking?
The thing about posh people, I hate it when they laugh. Horribly laugh.
Do an imitation.
Ha, 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 ha.
Do common people laughing then?
Right, I'll try and make you laugh.
Is it people that look or sound like Camilla Parker Bowles? He looks a bit like Camilla, doesn't he? He's got that sort of robustness.
No, I think...
I find her attractive.
Camilla Parker Bowles, you find her attractive in what way?
I'm thinking of Rod Hull.
She's nice, actually.
Have you met her?
Yes, I have. I met Prince Charles once, and he asked me, what does one do? And I explained the show, and he said, what sort of people do you have on the show? And I said, oh, you know, the husband, the wife, and the mistress.
Let's have a look at the next person.
Outside Old Trafford, the celebrations were deafening. Manchester United are Premiership champions again.
So, Posh people, Jeremy Clarkson and Manchester United. What pole might they have appeared on?
Man United players are always getting done for speeding.
Yeah.
Clarkson's always going very fast. Unfortunately, not in the same direction forever. He tends to come back.
I once had an accident with a Man United player, and it was quite a bad accident. We had the airbag saved us and all that, and we were sat at the side of the road afterwards, and pretty shaken up. And I said to him, "I've got a little bottle of whiskey in the glove compartment." Because he looked a bit concussed, looked really shaken. I said, "Have a swig of that?" And he said, "You haven't any?" I said, No, you get it down, you need it.
Actually, talking to Man United players and speeding, do you remember when David Beckham got done for speeding? He came out with the greatest excuse I've ever heard. He said, they asked him why he was speeding, and he said, "I was being followed by a photographer." Like, no, Dave, they're called speed cameras.
Is it to do with phone companies?
What do you mean by phone companies?
Well, Jeremy Clarkson does something for BT, and Man United do Vodafone.
And
not a goddamn clue about the last one.
And that is why you're wrong. Right, let's have a look at the next clip.
Oh, that's me, yes, fucking touch you. I'll throw you through the fucking window. Rude, vile
It's
pig.
my country.
You know what I mean? Rude, vile pig. That's what all of you
Get out Taiwan.
Hello?
Get out of Taiwan.
Yeah, we'd love to get out of Taiwan.
Yes,
There's full of people like
no.
you. Pig.
That was, of course, Elton John getting very angry with a Taiwanese photographer. What do you think they have in common?
I thought that was his new chat show. Elton John. There's nothing to nowhere to go with him, is there?
We could do a couple of bumming jokes, I suppose.
For God's sake.
That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
His level of humour is so desperate.
He wasn't on a show where they eat kangaroo balls.
He actually, to be fair to Patrick, what he said was, I said, Elton, where's the comedy in Elton? And he said, we could do that. He didn't say he was going to, or he would like to. He didn't get any pleasure. He wouldn't get any pleasure out of that, would you?
I'm saying fuck all.
Do you know what? People actually have the gall to comment about my chat show. Have a look at this, would you?
Yeah, but luckily we edit this.
Is it anything to do with loving to hate them sort of thing? Like Man United, people love to hate them. Jeremy
People,
Clarkson.
yes.
It's to do with that. You're along the right lines. I'll just show you the last bit, and I think you'll probably get it. Squeegee gangs there. A lot of people find them irritating, but at least it keeps them off the streets.
People we hate.
Who might hate them? Who might hate them?
Motorists.
A type of motorist.
A cyclist.
We need motorists.
Cab drivers, you're not far off.
White van drivers.
Correct. They all appear on a survey of the pet hates of white van drivers. To be honest, it's a very long list. It includes everything, ever. With 3 exceptions. Bacon butties, brown sauce and knockers. So at the end of that round, I can tell you that Dave, Trisha and Lee have 1 point. Sean, Janet and Patrick are yet to score. The next round is called the Poll with a Hole. We've looked through hundreds of surveys, past and present, from around the world and unearthed some fascinating facts. Unfortunately, each statistic is missing one salient piece of information, so it's up to the panellists to fill in the gaps. This is from a survey featured in Women's Own from May of this year. 93% of people who what are overweight?
Watch Trisha.
So how long have you been watching the show?
Oh, I'll tell you, I'm a massive... I'll tell you, I do every day, me. That's my favourite. Pregnant with twins, only shared my brother's towel. That was my favourite.
Is it 93% of people who have a trough at home in the kitchen? Anyway.
Is it 93% of people who eat but don't poo?
Is it 93% of people who appear on the Ocean Finance adverts are overweight? Have you seen that woman? There's large, there's extra large, and there's oh my God, it's coming towards us.
We had a guy on our show who was, I think they call him a chubby chaser. He liked really, really huge women.
A chubby chaser? Yeah. I've always had issues with that. How much chasing is actually going on?
Not a lot.
It's pretty much gotcha.
We should say that there are a lot of overweight people who are that way because they have personal problems in their life.
Ah, bollocks, stop eating, you fat bastards.
Is it who watch too much television? Who watch...
I'll give you that, yes. 93% of people who watch more than 2.5 hours of TV a day are overweight. OK, next one. 65% of circus performers are what?
I think 65% of circus performers are covered in pie. And wearing the wrong shoes. I went to a circus in East London and about 2 years ago. It's quite funny. And one of the clowns forgot to turn his mobile off. And it went off. It took him ages to find it because they've got those massive pockets. And he reached around. And the thing is, the tune on his mobile was... And he's reaching out and he got his mobile phone, switched off. And the amazing thing was the way the other clowns reacted. They went mental at him. Right? They started pouring water down his trousers. They hit him with a ladder. They really overreacted. One of them put a barrel over him and pushed him over. Total overreaction.
65% of circus performers are not to be trusted.
Did something bad happen to you at circus once?
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about it.
I've got a little puppet. Would you tell him?
You look more like a puppet, don't you? You look a bit like a ventriloquist dummy, don't you?
It's the hair, really, that gives it away. It's so neat and tidy, it's unnatural.
So 65% of circus performers are my hair looks like a dummy's. That's your guess.
Is it animals?
Oh, that's
no,
that is a good suggestion. I'm sorry, I'm giving you credit there.
Sister!
That is a suggestion.
It's a good guess, isn't it?
It's come up with a bloody good guess.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it
They're
by saying
animals
dead
and they're
animals
not
or anything
very
like that.
entertaining, generally.
The clue is it's a survey done by the Catholic Herald.
Catholics!
Correct. Yeah, 65% of circus performers are Catholic. If you are a 3-foot-tall clown married to a bearded lady living in a caravan, I'm not sure the prayers are working. This is from a survey featured in The Times from April. 77% of women believe they are what?
Correct all of the time.
Yeah.
Believe they are lucky to have a lovely husband, 2 beautiful kids, and a good butcher's round the corner.
Which century do you live in?
living in 1955 or 2005?
But come on, ladies, a good butcher.
Ladies! Don't you lady me! I've just made up with him. I don't want to start a fight with you now. I think 77% of most women think they're better off without the sad bastard they're living with.
You were very close with
Always right in an argument.
Why are they always right?
Because we're more intelligent.
A specific part of intelligence.
Intuitively.
Correct. Yes, 77% of women believe they are highly intuitive. What that actually means is 77% of men are appallingly bad liars. So at the end of that round, Dave, Trisha and Lee have 2 points. Sean, Janet and Patrick have 3 points. Our next round is face-off. Our teams have 6 well-known faces in front of them. Jesus, George W. Bush, Charlotte Church, Siegfried and Roy, the Queen and Spider-Man. We asked the British public to rank these people in a series of questions. All our teams have to do is guess who came top. Dave, we asked the public, whose diary would you most like to read? Who got the most votes?
George Bush's would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Invaded Iraq, it was nice. Had an ice cream, it was nice.
Jesus's would be good because he died on the Friday, he rose on the Sunday, right? But it was like because it was Easter, it was a bank holiday weekend. Now I've had some bank holiday weekends where I've woke up in a cave and I've not claimed to be, anything happened. I'm just.
That's like, it would be great to get hold of it the week before the Last Supper, just see if he had his suspicions, you know. Tuesday, went fishing. Wednesday, made a blind man see. Took Mary up the Casbah. Judas throwing his money about. Yeah.
I'd like to read the White Lion's diary in Siegfried and Roy. Got up, ate a nutter.
Which one got eaten?
Eh?
Was it Siegfried or Roy?
But he didn't get eaten, did he? He got bit.
When it happened, the majority of people in the world went,
I know one bloke who went, ah!
Whose diary would the public most like to read?
We're going with Jesus.
Sean, what do you think?
I think the Queen should be interesting because you can find out what she really thinks about her useless kids.
Does she keep a diary, do we know?
She probably doesn't need to because everything she does is in the papers.
Can we vote for the Queen then?
Sean, you fine with that?
The Queen, yeah, Queen, yeah.
Well, I can tell you the Queen got 15% of the vote. Jesus got 31% of the vote. But Charlotte Church got 38% of the vote. So Dave still gets the point there. Sean, Patrick and Janet, who would you choose to make your best man speech?
Spider-Man, not for the speech, for the entrance. Wouldn't want Jesus as your best man because the stag night would be shit, wouldn't it?
How's he going to go on with a ring?
Sean, who do you think the public would choose to do their best man speech?
Spider-Man.
I think he'd be good, Spider-Man. He'd be a better best man than an usher, you know, when you're showing people bride or groom, that's... Sorry. Where's the bride's father? Like that.
The thing with Spider-Man is, like, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, all the fancy powers. What happened with Elephant Man? What were all that about? Get that one. They didn't even have a cape.
OK, who would you choose to do your best man speech? Dave?
We're going to go for Bush, yeah.
Well, I can tell you that George W. Bush got 10% of the vote.
10%?
Spider-Man got 28%.
We should have gone for Jesus.
But Jesus was the number one answer, so Sean gets the points there. Yes, the top answer there was Jesus. He would, of course, tell the parable of the humble fisherman who got arseholed in Amsterdam and woke up handcuffed to a hooker. OK, Sean, who would be the best guest on Trisha?
Who's the fattest?
Okay, what happens on Trisha?
You've never seen the show?
To be fair,
I've seen a bit of it, but I was cycling past a shop at the time. It was just...
It's a chat show where people talk about their problems, and while we're at it, what is it that you do?
I can't believe there's a row and Janet isn't involved.
I think where you go wrong with Trisha is...
Sorry.
When it comes on, you put, like, across the bottom what the programme's all about. Now, if it's not my daughter wants to be a stripper, it gets flicked off.
Who would be the best guest on Trisha? What do you think, Sean?
Charlotte Church.
Oh.
Why is that?
Just read the papers, my friend. It's all there.
So you've gone for Charlotte Church?
Yeah.
Apparently,
OK.
yep.
Who are you going to go for?
Jesus. Well, I never knew my father.
Queen would be pretty good.
Dysfunctional family,
Blimey.
yeah.
That would be a series in itself.
Well, there is a rumour going around that the Queen can fire ping pong balls out of her fanny. Isn't there? If it's the Trisha show I've been watching.
OK, so you've gone for the Queen, you went for Charlotte Church. I can tell you Charlotte Church got 25% of the vote. Ooh. But the Queen was the top answer with 39% of the vote. Presumably, the headline would be, "Help me, Trisha, my son married a horse." OK, well, I can tell you at the end of that, Dave, Trisha and Lee have 4 points. Sean, Janet and Patrick have 5 points. And the winner is the name of our final round. I'm going to give the teams a series of opinion polls, and it's up to them to buzz in and tell me who or what they think came top. OK, this is from a Morgan Stanley survey, March 2004. Worst things about shopping.
Is it being recognised by adoring fans?
No,
it's true. I got recognised today in Dixon's. A member of staff came up to me and went, "Hey, you're that mad bloke off the telly." I went, "That's me." And he went, "No, you're that mad bloke off the telly."
Is it when you get, you know, you go, have you got a shopping list and you get things in the wrong order? Like, when I went to Harrods once, and I bought my ladder before I went to the glass department.
You know, one of the worst things is when you go to the supermarket and you go in and you see a couple straight away who you only vaguely know and dislike a little bit from a party about 6 months ago, and then you meet them on every bloody aisle. They're walking like that, and you've got to acknowledge them. You've got to someone go, beans. But you know, you get behind a woman and she's got a big trolley like that, and it comes up and she goes, £153.50, and she goes, "Oh, right, where's my purse?" You've not got your purse out, you dozy cow! Has that come as some sort of surprise to you? You've got to pay for them. What is it with them? Just have your money ready.
Queuing at the till.
Correct. This is from a Harris poll from May 2005. What men look for in a male friend?
I think it changes, doesn't it? When you're younger, it's different things. Like Dave Osborne, I used to like hanging around with him because he had his dad built him a tree house, you know, sexy mum. Now, tree house, not really interested, and she's about 65, so... I go
Is
around
it,
this so much. I really need... Sorry about that, Dave, but it's true.
I think men look for ugliness, so when women meet them with their friends, they'll think, he's not as bad as all that, he's got this really ugly friend.
Janet is right, I know that for a fact, and if you don't believe me, ask my best mate Jimmy, you'll back me up on that, right?
That's obviously what men look for in a friend.
What? A bit of banter?
Yeah,
bit of banter.
You are along the right line.
Good sense of humour.
Correct. This is from a poll featured in the Daily Mail from March 2005. What is the world's most baffling, unexplained mystery?
Oh, that's easy. How Michael Winner gets women in bed.
He's got a stand stair lift.
How Michael Winner...
I saw an advert for stair lifts the other day, and it said, as part of to get people to buy one, they said, and when you don't need it anymore, we'll buy it back off you.
Yeah.
Which basically means when you're dead.
Is the answer to this question, why has Robbie Williams been so successful? Will someone tell Robbie Williams that this does not constitute entertainment? Let's hear you! It's like, yeah, it's 40 quid to get in, Robbie. Any chance you could sing it?
Well, I'm not running Britain.
I wouldn't call it baffling. Or a mystery. Is it Loch Ness?
Yes, it is. Yes, the world's most baffling, unexplained mystery is the hunt for the Loch Ness Monster, or, as it's known in Scotland, the weather shit, we need something to bring in the touristness monster. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the game, which means the final scores are Dave's team have 5 points, but Sean is the winner with 8 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.